Bashevic, if you don't mind me saying, before you call the next public speaker, Mr. J's never had a case in front of me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just wanted to place that on there. I don't know who he was in jail, but it wasn't me.
Okay, and Mr. Townsend, we will refer this to the jail liaison to look into as well, okay, sir?
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, I had to run down here today to go get this, right? You know, defamation is a motherfucker. So I want to make sure you can see this clearly. Number 2, order granting motion for new trial and or arrest of judgment, case to be reassigned, filed by, boom, boom. I told you she defamed me. I don't play that shit. All right. So real quick, in this video right here, this is part 2. Me being down there at that oversight hearing meeting, whatever they want to classify it as. But I made a statement about the judge and, you know, her BS. A lot of them people down there be full of crap. And after I left, she took it upon herself to defame me. So I'll play the clip. She clearly says, I never had a case before her. And she wanted to make that a part of the record, right? So that's a public statement. Bang. She basically called me a liar, right? So I went down there today and pulled up, got a copy of the file, right? So this is an official document. And it lists it lists everything, right? So you can actually see right here, it says Judge Kelly Bigley, right? So we'll go to the portion that's a lot more specific. And she's all over this, but the one thing I said at the end is that she lied to you not. She was on the computer, on the internet the whole time, and she talked to me crazy when I had made a statement, and my lawyer looked at her like, we both looking at her like, are you serious? It was dealing with a DUI, the case. It was wild because the police lied on me they lied about the whole situation, but there was no, at the end of the day, regardless of what y'all saying, right? Y'all keep trying to disprove me, like I gotta prove my innocence, but y'all have to make a case, period, right? And the case was wild. It was a car accident. The police told me I could leave the scene. I went inside the house. While I was in the house, I drank. They come knocking on the door. They want to call me back out. They want to further question me. And at this time, I'm inebriated. But they ended up trying to lie about all this and say, no, this didn't happen. And but the time frame supported everything I was saying, including about the alcohol, because you have a blood alcohol content. It dissipates, meaning it goes down an hour after you stop drinking. Well, when they finally got me down there to the barracks and gave me the test, my levels were still rising, saying that I drank within the last hour. And this was past the time of the accident. So long story short, they went in there lying. And in her mind, she was already siding with them and didn't need to hear nothing else. That was it. But somebody has to say they seen me driving. There was none of that in this trial. There was no evidence to convict me on, period. So she did, and then my lawyer stood up and said, do you know what you just did? And she's like, what? She's like, you just found him guilty with no evidence. She's like, huh? It's like, Your Honor, there's no witness to place him at the scene, no witness to say he was driving or the driver or any of that. So she had to, this is number 2 right here. She had to vacate this order. The conviction that she gave me, she had to vacate it. And then she had to remove herself from the case and reassign it and went to Judge Satola. But you can see right here it says Kelly Bigley. This is filed by Kelly Bigley. Right? So this is where we at with it, right? So we get ready to get your popcorn. Because the one thing you can't do is defame the kid. Especially when he, you know what I'm saying, this is what this is about. We fighting injustice. And you don't get to do what you want to people, or at least not to him.